Welcome back to the channel, everyone. It is very bright out, so sorry if I'm squinting a lot. But just got back from town with 24 bushels of rye seed. Plan on planting it in the field I plowed up. Hopefully this week. We'll see how the week goes, but for now I'm just gonna get unloaded using the skid steer. Fun fact, farming is a lot more expensive when you're the one buying the seed versus Grandpa buying the seed and you're the one paid to plant it in his fields. But if all goes well, I'll make a little more from the yields of the field. You never know though. We'll see how it goes. Here we go, unloaded. And we'll just leave it there until I plant it. Good morning, everyone. We're gonna go plant some rye. First thing we gotta do is unhitch, unhook, unclip, unbuckle. What would you call undoing that? We gotta detach the silage blade, because this is the tractor we use for the grain drill. It has the duals and it just pulls better on it, and that's what we've always used. So I'm gonna drive this up, unhook it, hook up to the drill, and then come back down here to the commodity shed right over there behind me and fill her up. First thing we do is pull these. That latches the latch out of place. Do it on both sides. I may need two hands. There we go. Next, we lower it down. That's as low as it will go. And it's supposed to go lower. I don't know why it didn't. Let's see if this pin pops out. Maybe I'll grab some blocks and throw under there. I just moved to the side of the road because there is a lip here. Now I just gotta get the pin out. Might grab a hammer or something, try and get it out. One of these will come out. I got it off. Now I need to back up the hay bind so I can get to the drill. Got my rye seed lifted up. And put her in the drill. Making sure it's empty in here other than some mouse poo and a bird's nest. Sorry, birdie. I don't know how you got in there. Yeah, now we'll fill it up.
Or kept his eyes down easier that way. Plus, he was looking for something. A footprint, maybe. A coyote print, maybe the same. But even better would be Drake's footprints. He could snatch him or cut him up into little pieces, and he'd still put himself back together. Well, that might discourage most people. But while a drunken orc wore out pretty easy, a sober, determined orc had plenty of time and plenty of energy. He wouldn't mind just taking Drake apart over and over again. And he didn't feel tired. He felt more awake all the time. Orc was walking in the gloomy shadow of a rock bluff. There were cracks in all those rocks, and he had decided now to step in every one by one. Every crack. every rock or spring. Yeah, that was a footprint. Most of a footprint. The ground was hard, and the only reason the print showed at all was that a gopher or whatever it was that dug holes up here had dug out a bit of fresh dirt. In that dirt was half a footprint. A bare foot, not a shoe. Or still down it. He placed his own foot beside it, made the print seem even smaller. It seemed awful small to be from great.
It's 6:14, so I think I'm gonna head out. It's only 7 acres. We'll just see how much I get done. I'll finish tomorrow if need be. We made it to the field. 7520, pulling our grain drill. I was out here earlier today, went over it with the disc one more time. Overall, it did a good job. It's hard when you first break in a field for it to be perfect, but the drill has high down pressure, so it'll actually flatten it out a little bit, but overall, I'm happy with the conditions. So I'm out here. I need to shift this back so these pins can slide back forward. Those pins will latch onto these. Pin will latch onto here, and that will engage the chain that runs through to a bar that runs the whole length up to these panels on the inside. Correction, it's on that side, but it turns this wheel that feeds the seed. Hopefully none of these are plugged up. I don't feel like checking them, so joke might be on me later. Alright, let's get to it. I'm out here checking the work, and I am seeing way too much seed out here. That is definitely not cutting deep enough. Most of it's still on the top. Then I came over here to look at where the last guy had it set because Grandpa was borrowing it out to a neighbor. They've got it set pretty shallow, so I'm gonna have to move these up to about here for proper depth. That's gonna be fun. I went through and got most of them. There was 3 that I couldn't quite get all the way, but I moved them all up 5 notches. Hopefully that's deep enough. If not, it's another half hour of crawling underneath there, moving each one. We're doing some night planting, boys. Where's all my seed? Oh, there it is. I'm getting a little thin on this end. I've got about half the field left, maybe a third. Do I open the bag or just shift some over? I think I'll shift some over. Just lift this out of here. Set her down there. Shift this one over. I knew I should have brought a pail. Do I just open a bag? I don't know, but I'll get some shifted over. Well, we're done night planting. I wonder who's driving the tractor, but at least I'm getting a good shot. It's a little dark, but I got the field planted. It was actually quite a relaxing evening. Had some music playing. Just me out in the darkness planting my field. Thank you for watching. Also, watch out for deer on the roads tonight. Well, lucky find. Nice. Just put it in here for now. Let's get her home. It's October 14th and this is what the rye is looking like. As you can see, it's popped up. Some spots look a little bare and you can definitely see some of the dirt poking up above the rye, but we come down here and they're doing pretty good. There's not a whole lot of weeds that I can see, at least where I'm at right now. So the rice should do a good job as a cover crop. I'll get a good jump on any plants coming up in the spring and hopefully crowd them out. Yeah, so overall pretty happy with it.